Yes, we will come to chapter number 1. We will start with the chapter number 1. Is optical fiber and their characteristics and their properties or characteristics. So what you can see in this diagram is a tiny light dots you can see here, right? Okay, so this is a hair thin fiber. You can see here a hair thin fiber. Okay, there is a dot here, light ka dot hai. Okay, so this is what basically your signal. A light, your signal is transmitted in the form of light. So ये complete जो आप ये देख रहे हो इसको हम लोग केबल बोलते हैं, केबल. ओके, सो ये केबल के अंदर there are hundreds or thousands of fibers. Okay, so the एक तो ये hair thin fiber है. Okay, so if you together if you combine a hair thin fiber, okay, some around 1000 2000 या 3000 कितना रहेगा उसका वेट. ओके, एक तो ये इतना छोटा सा है. ओके, सो इसका वेट भी कम रहेगा, है ना, and it will be able to accommodate thousands of fiber in a single cable. So as a result, what is the advantage? You are able to transmit more data from more users. Okay, and as a result, the weight of this cable is also going to be very, very light. Is it fine? uh, is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what I was saying is, if you go for some cable, that is the coaxial cable, or if you go for microwave components, so microwave components, you can see it is having a bigger dimensions. Okay, then there is a coaxial cable is having bigger dimension compared to optical fiber. So optical fiber, you can just see your hair and you can imagine that the size of the optical fiber is going to be of the size of your hair. The diameter as well as the length can be increased how much we desire for. Okay, so that much you can make a hair thin fiber. So as a result what will happen, the size of the component is decreased. Okay, size of the component is decreased means you are able to accommodate more number of fiber in a single cable. As a result, more number of users can transmit a data. Okay, that is why your internet has become very, very fast. Okay, each and everyone is getting the internet, and the speed is increased because it can transmit information with the speed of light. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So next we'll come to introduction. We will not immediately start with our chapter 1. Let us see introduction of your fiber optics, and then we will just go through some history of it, and then we will finally start with the first chapter. So why is it called optical communication? Why is it called optical communication? Anyone? Can you answer?
Ma'am, because we are transmitting light, transmitting data through light.
Yes. So what you're doing, you're converting your signal. That is the analog signal basically. Okay, what I am talking is analog signal. Voice signal is what basically an analog signal. So analog signal is converted into light signal. Okay, and then it is going to get transmitted over a communication link. So you're communicating with the other end by using the optical signal, hence it is called as optical communication. It is the use of light for transmitting information from one place to another place. Okay, so this is actually a very old technique. Before also it was used, but it is in the different form. Okay, so the development of the optical fiber technology is what? It is a milestone in the global telecommunication systems and information technology revolution. Okay, this is a milestone which has been achieved through which you are able to transmit a very fast data. Okay, over a long distance. So the light is used basically for exchanging the information from one place to another place. Okay, communication using light is called optical communication. So what is the medium for optical communication? What can be a medium? Can
Optical
you?
fiber.
Yes, optical fiber is a medium. It is used for optical communication. Basically, it is made up of glass, okay, or it is made up of plastic. So let me ask you one question. Optical communication will the signal will travel only with the optical. This has got initiated. So these are the different years and different things have come up. Okay, so now we are in 21st century. It is the era of information technology. Okay, so in this, there is no doubt that the information technology has had an exponential growth through the modern telecommunication system. So particularly that is the optical communication. This is playing a vital role in the development of high quality and high speed telecommunication link or the system. So आपने recently you have come across the Geo fiber, right? Have you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it is using an optical fiber. Okay, and sometimes they say that it is what, it is very fast, है ना? So why it is fast? Because it is going to transmit the optical signal. Okay, that is why it is fast. Okay, so today's optical fiber are not only used in telecommunication links, but it is also used for the internet and local area networks. Okay, to achieve a high signaling rates. Okay, the use of the light for transmitting information from one place to another place is a very old technique. Okay, it is before in 800 BC, fire and smoke signals were used. Okay, to indicate a message. Okay, okay, that is used by the Greeks. The Greeks used to use this fire and smoke signals for sending information. Okay, like victory in the war, or alerting against the enemies, or call for help, etc. Okay, so this was the indication used in 800 BC. Okay, it is a light can be used in order to indicate a different things. Okay, mostly one type of signal was usually conveyed in this 800 BC. During the 2nd century BC, optical signals were encoded using the signaling lamps so that any message could be sent. Okay, there was no development in the optical communication till the end of the 18th century. Okay. Again, there is a development happened in the optical communication. Okay, before it was the speed of the optical communication link was limited due to the requirement of line of sight communication. जैसे हमने यहाँ पे पहले अभी देखा, fire and smoke signals were used. Unless until I see okay this signal, I will not understand what was the message, right? Is it so? Yes. तो वहां से कोई हाँ कोई फायर सिग्नल भेज रहा है, I have to stand here and watch. Okay, that is the line of sight, that is I have to see, else I will not get the message. Okay, so this is disadvantage क्या है इसमें, आपको continuous track करना पड़ेगा, है ना, कहाँ से fire signal is you are getting. If you don't track, then you can not understand what was the message sent. So this was limitation is what it is. It was basically a line of sight communication. That is, the transmitter and the receiver has to see each other in order to get the message or decode the message. In this case, the human eye was the receiver, है ना? The human eye was the receiver, and it is what? It is unreliable nature of transmission path. Okay, so it is affected by the atmospheric effects such as fog, rain. Agar rain hai, then you are not able to get the signal, or you cannot see the light signal, hai na? So all these disadvantages which was encountered, or the limitation which was encountered during this 800 BC. Okay, next came in 1835. It is the Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, and the era of electrical communication started throughout the world.